I'm standing on Pfeiffer Field where on Friday night the Evergreen Vikings will host the Montpelier Locomotives in our NBC 24 Game of the Week. I'm here to catch up with head coach Paul Amstutz Jr. as the Vikings look for their first win of the season. Coach Amstutz, it's not every day that you get to come in a gym and eat delicious bacon pizza brought to us by Papa John's, but this is where it all starts for your team, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, this is the difference in a season. If you want to have a successful season, you got to have a good weight room program.
It was a tough week for you last week, 42-12. You got two touchdowns, returning kicks from Van Wert. What happened?
Our biggest struggle going into the year, which everybody knew, we noted from the start, is we lost 12 seniors. So right now we have growing pains, but there's bright spots to the loss. But Van Wert, I mean, he ran the ball well on the kickoff return.
Obviously a smaller school, just 120 boys enrolled here. How does that change from, say, a bigger school?
I mean, the dynamic of the game changes. You want to have a system that works year in and year out, but with what we have been given, you almost have to fit a system to the kids you receive.
You can't help but notice the SJ on the back of the helmets this year. What did it mean to you and to this community, Tom?
I mean, I personally know the family, so I mean, it's a tragic accident. I mean, not even an accident, but something you can't control. It's to tell our kids, look, this is how you treat women. You know, this is how you make them feel secure. You know, football is football, but you know, there's more to it. I mean, life is life. So we're trying to, you know, take this huge negative and make it into a positive down the road.
Let's talk about Noe, your quarterback. He was a receiver a year ago. Now he's your quarterback. How has that transition gone for him?
He's actually done very well with it. You know, he's doing a good job. I mean, he's taken a lot in, and he had a month to do it. But for him to take that chance of moving to quarterback for us as a team says a lot about him as a person. Did
you take anything that you used to preach and teach in baseball into football?
You know, I still coach youth baseball.
Okay.
I have my own little program. I run 5 teams. I mean, it's my getaway from football. But the mental side of baseball helps in football because baseball's all mental. You know, versus football, it's more physical with mental.
What one word would you say describes this team this year?
Resilient. I mean, and that's the thing, you know, after a tough loss, the thing you got to worry about is young kids, you know, giving up on you. As a coaching staff, we've approached it different, and we're hoping to see those results.
That'll do it. Once again, Coach Amstutz, thank you for joining me today. His Evergreen Vikings will take on Montpelier this Friday at 7 o'clock. It's our game of the week where you can find Papa John's right before the game. We'll see you next week.